Leadership and management, one of the most slippery paper in advanced level. A paper that majority of the students they normally tend to find themselves getting an accident on that, much even compared to FM. What is the problem? Today's session basically I'll be answering some of the questions that majority of you guys have been asking Mwalimu. That Mwalimu, I've tried this paper severally. Unfortunately, I always end up failing. Mwalimu, to be honest, this paper, I've literally given it all, but still, I'm getting a fail. What could be the issue? We'll be handling these revision questions, of course, in our series of revisions that we design based on your demand. Majority of you have requested Mwalimu we should set a live virtual revision for these classes other than the pre-recorded that you're having. Also, you suggested that we should go with a live virtual at least, right? So this is what you're going to do. On Saturdays, till you do your exams, this is how we're going to do from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. Still on Saturdays from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. We'll be having revision only classes for leadership and management. I'll be sharing with you more tips on that and the best way that we are supposed to handle leadership and management. So, as I've always mentioned, Salga, right? Do you guys know what normally happens at Salga? So nowadays, of course, it has reduced, right? Accidents. A lot of accidents, right? A lot of accidents. So to avoid these accidents, if at all you're doing leadership and management, then this is not the class to miss. Revision classes that we'll be having. These are not classes that you can miss. For only how many weeks? At this point, you're only going to sacrifice only 2 weeks, right? A maximum of 3. Because if we start on this weekend, next weekend, and the other weekend, 5 days, you're really about how many sessions? These are literally, at this point, I'm having 2 sessions, another 1 session probably. So you're about like 5 good sessions. By that time, you're going to tell Mwalimu, honestly, now I know where I've been messing. And this is what you're going to do. So if at all you know a friend, or even if you're the one doing leadership and management, make sure that you've not missed these revision classes. They really help you a lot. So for leadership, how has it been designed? Or why do most of the students normally fail leadership and management? This is the reason. Leadership, we normally tend to have case study questions, which this will constitute up to 40% of what you're going to be tested. And of course, the other questions, which will constitute up to 60%. So this is a main secret of passing leadership and management. Anytime you're handling leadership and management, don't approach it as a student. At that moment, you are not a student. Rather, you are a manager who is solving issue within an organization. Let your thought process be in that manner. You are a manager trying to resolve issues within the organization. That is how you're supposed to approach leadership and management. All that you've studied, all that you've been learning, let it be a booster. But the thought process should be you are a manager trying to resolve issues within the organization. Talk of that, I'll share this. Case study will constitute of various topics. And all these topics, just for your information, you'll find that they will require you to have an understanding, not you guys cramming, but simply to have an understanding, to have an understanding. That is very important to note. So, what are the major topics that you must be able to master anytime you're handling leadership? Number one, of course, is what basically we normally, as much as you can apply, but you must have the real knowledge. At this point, this should be topic number one, which we normally tend to talk about, introduction to management. This is a basic. Topic one, you must be perfect on introduction to management. Introduction to management. In this case, you must have a basic understanding of that topic very clearly. In addition to that, you must be able, of course, to have an understanding. You must be able, of course, to have an understanding of this other topic. Topic number two, which is very, very important. Topic number two, which is very, very important, which at this point you need to have a clear understanding on that, right? And at this point, you'll find that we will be talking, of course, of if at all you can look at it in a clear perspective, we'll be talking of the theory of management. Other topic that you must be very thorough with, theory of management. If at all they are going to ask you the principles of Henry Fayol, you can't apply, not unless you have a clear understanding of all the principles stated there. And that's why Mwalimu is saying that there are some things that you just have to do what? You just have to master theory of management. If they ask you of the contribution of Frederick Taylor, these are things that you can't apply if you don't have knowledge. Contribution for Frederick Taylor is so different with Max Weber, right? And they evolve in a whole different evolution. So in that case, you must be very good with topic number two, which is theory of management, at times referred to as evolution and development of management. After you're good with that, then come to topic number three. Topic number three, of course, it will be about leading as a function of management. Leading as a function of management. You see, leading as a function of management. That is also a key topic that you must make sure that you are good at. You must make sure that you're good in topic number three. Then, of course, other topics which are very important, so these you can apply, right? We having talk about marketing management. That one is very common nowadays in exams. Talk about project management and enterprise management. These topics nowadays are very key in our exams. So make sure that you've perfected on those topics. The rest, trust you me, they can easily be applied. They can easily be applied. You don't need to over stress on the same. So all I'm requesting you guys that for you to pass leadership on the first attempt, number one, make sure that you're good with the first three topics. Then, of course, the topics that Molimo had mentioned, including marketing management. The other key element is for you, anytime you're approaching these questions, don't approach them as a student, but rather as a manager. And by the time you're through with that, you're going to agree with Molimu that actually that was the best secret. So at this point, I want to take this chance to invite all of you guys in our block revisions for leadership and management, regardless of where you've been attending your classes. Make sure that you've reached this number below here, 0708 068 851. Make sure that you've reached that number. We guide you on how you can join these revision classes. I know by the time these 2 weeks are elapsing, you'll see a very big difference. To that point, thank you so much. Let us meet in our next segment. For those who had asked of financial reporting model paper, I've just attached it below this video. Of course, you can check it on the comment section. Thank you so much and see you guys in our next session. Bye-bye.